Hey, cats, what's good? Saturday afternoon. Hope you're having a good one. Had to get my 2 cents on the whole Chinese balloon situation out there. Of course, right? But you know the deal. You want to hit? Here you go.
She's steady asking me if my soul is safe. Yeah, it's in the deep freezer. It's gonna stay that way. I don't give a fuck if you're mad. You can die mad. I don't give a fuck.
Thank you, Pat. You said that this is violating our airspace, so why not take it down?
Yeah, so, clearly as we assess options and considering the size of the payload on this, looking at the potential for debris and the impact on civilians on the ground or property damage, again, running through the various factors and looking at in terms of does it pose a potential risk to people while in the air? And right now, as I mentioned, we assess that it does not pose a risk to people on the ground as it currently is traversing the continental United States. And so out of an abundance of caution, cognizant of the potential impact to civilians on the ground from a debris field, right now we're going to continue to monitor and review options.
Welcome in, savages. Thanks for coming as always. Like I said, we're touching on the Chinese balloon situation. You got to see in the opening there, the U.S. brass coming out, spokesman for the DOD, trying to convince you that the prospect of falling debris was more dangerous as this balloon traversed the width of the country and hovered over nuclear silos in old Montana than the reconnaissance that was taking place, right? Definitely, the military cares about collateral damage. That's definitely a thing for them. And, the government uses eminent domain to take people's properties and pay double the value anyway for projects, reserves, highways, what yada yada. But God forbid they had to do that, if they had to shoot enemy aircraft out of the air over our country. You know what I mean? Then in the next clip, you got to see U.S. fighters as they prepared to shoot the balloon down in the ocean off the coast of the Carolinas after, again, it already traversed the width of the country. Okay? And don't let that ever slip your mind because they did nothing. That this is going to be celebrated. We shot it down! It's after the fact. Okay? China already received everything that they wanted out of the situation. I'm sure plenty of you have heard. One was seen over Latin American countries as well as Canada. So a full-scale reconnaissance mission. And also a test as far as, reaction time. This is absolutely inviting further provocation. This is portraying weakness to every country that feels, any kind of resentment towards America's here. This is what happens when you have a mean potato as commander-in-chief. The only, you've seen over the past 72 hours, Biden's ran from the situation, refused to answer questions. The only public release, as far as he's concerned, that I'm aware of, right? We'll take care of it. So yeah, I guess he kept his word, right? It was taken care of after the fact. And after it became public through the inner zones, whether that be news sources or people just standing outside filming it with their cell phones, like everybody's listening, bruh. So they had to do something, all right? But they waited until China got what they wanted first. You know what I mean? With, the whole, it's for safety, we're not shooting it down. China's came out with a comical gaslight as their reaction, right? It's not a spy balloon. It's U.S. citizens trying to publicize that they're disrespecting China's. Like as if China would put up with this type of situation themselves. Again, this is straight up provocation. And, getting information on top of it. It's like killing two birds with one stone for them, right? This is why you need someone that's a little more aggressive and unpredictable in the office. I mean, obviously nobody wants war, nobody wants armed conflict or destruction or what have you. But just like the police, war is a necessary evil. You'd have to be naive to think that we've moved beyond it or it's not a needed asset at this point. Am I right? But, you guys tell me what you think. Argue, debate in the comments. Tell me to fuck off. Like, share, subscribe. Smell you later.
We're not against the Republicans. We're not against the Republicrats. We are against those MAGA thugs. Thugs.